God bless it. Ever since we hired that frickin' Vader, he's been drinking my Everclear behind my back, and there's just not enough to go around. We need something else. This stuff is not strong enough. Second of all, look at how small this bottle is!
That's what's left right now. I'm sorry, man. We'll get some more. Don't worry about it.
You better get some more. If you don't, I'll cut your head off and mount it on my refrigerator.
Again?
Instead of frickin' Vader's. Well, you said, oh, give Vader his body back. He's gonna be cool. He needs a new emperor. Yeah, I know he's all pissed off at Lucas for making him a whiny bitch.
We don't know for sure that Vader drank all that. It could have been... No, it won't have been the Gimp. Oh, I hate to feel what the Gimp would do if he got a hold of your bottles.
It scares even me.
That's saying something. Look, what you really ought to do is start your own distillery so they can brew it for you. That way we can have adequate-sized bottles and you wouldn't be bitching about how small they are.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Plus, we could sell whatever little is left or you don't have time to drink in one day to the masses. Way to get some money. Speaking of which, in order to start something like that, we really need to get some money. We need to find out extra financing. I mean, stealing is good, from our victims and everything. But sometimes they don't carry that much cash on them. And they got those stupid legalities where if you kill them, their credit lines shut off and things like that. And that's just not good. So what we need to do is find some extra ways to bring in some extra cash.
Yeah, that is too bad. I mean, that whole conspiracy of taking a bunch of rich people and turning them into zombies, it should have worked. But no, they lost their pulse, so they lost their credit. What the hell?
Yeah.
This is blatant discrimination against the dead and the undead. This country, I mean, come on. They have organizations for every special interest group. They have things to protect everyone. We need zombie rights! Zombie, vampires, and any other undead. They need to form a union. We need to gather them together to protect them from this sort of atrocities.
True that. Anyway, in the meantime, we have to think of a way to bring some extra cash just to keep things rolling a little more smoothly. So I hit on it. Now, I noticed in the news that there's a new trend among the young people. What they're doing is they're getting their ears surgically trimmed so they're pointy and they look like elves.
Elves? Or Vulcans.
Well, yeah, but I'm thinking most likely elves.
Wow, nothing says I'm a D&D geek better than that.
That's true. Well, anyway, if they're going to waste all that money on plastic surgery to look like elves, that's where we need to jump in. Think about this. We should encourage our followers to look like Emperor JonWayne.
I don't want everyone to look like me. I mean, I want to be unique and JonWayne-y. If everyone else was dressed like JonWayne, they wouldn't even recognize me anymore.
Trust me, they would recognize you. You are unique, there's no problem about that, and it would take a lot more than a simple prop for someone to look like you. The point is they'd be paying homage, they'd be paying tribute. Every time someone is seen dressed like you, they'll say, there goes another member of the JonWayne clan.
That's not entirely a bad idea. I guess they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. And look at the toy stores. Every movie that's popular, they sell tons of masks for the youngsters. Iron Man masks, Spider-Man masks, Batman masks. I could see it. The Emperor JonWayne costuming kit for the 5, 7-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, yeah, all the way up to the 90-year-olds. That actually has some potential. And of course, since we're going to be selling cheap knockoffs, it still wouldn't have the true quality of my personal attire. I think we have something here. It could work.
Yeah, we could sell like a whole set for an exorbitant amount of money, or we can sell individual pieces, like little toy JonWayne top hats, or dark glasses, or collars, or any number of things, or even a JonWayne brand of Everclear. They could have their own little Everclear bottle.
They do have pictures of some guys wearing interesting hats on some of the liquor. I could see my picture on our own brand of alcohol. Kind of cool.
Plus we can have like Emperor JonWayne t-shirts.
Oh yeah, and even action figures. Emperor JonWayne action figures. A whole toy line. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to make a couple different sizes so they can interact with the other action figures. So if the people want, they can make zombie Barbie dolls with us being their necromantic overlords.
With detachable heads or parts that fall off.
Yeah. And of course, then they can have our characters make out with all the female members of the Marvel and DC universe. Not to mention other shows such as Tron and G.I. Joe.
Yeah, but there has to be a stipulation that if there's a Flash action figure, no making out with Aunt May. That just goes too far.
I don't know. I thought you liked Aunt May.
Screw that!
Come on. You
No.
know.
She'd probably turn into dust if you even touched her. No. There's plenty of others. We just leave
Come
her out.
on. In the comic books, she was dating Dr. Octopus for a while. And Doc Ock, he's wicked cool, man.
He's wicked cool, but he's not a hottie.
Well, he did have a hot girlfriend for a while, too, so you know.
Yeah, but if you have fame and influence, you don't need to be good looking. You're living proof of that. Not that you aren't good looking, of course. I'm just meaning your fame and influence overwhelm that, so people don't think about that aspect. And you wouldn't have to look good, and you'd still be successful. Okay, people, that's the idea. We want to provide you with overpriced Emperor John Wayne merchandise.
Well, we don't want to necessarily be overpriced. We could be reasonable.
There's no such thing as reasonably priced merchandise. That would be called free.
We could be semi-reasonable.
All right. Semi-reasonable merchandise. Just put a comment on DivineTributeProductions.com webpage. Tell us what you want from us so we can provide products for your enjoyment. Have a nice day.